So let's get on to the last game.
Fiorentina Napoli. Big 2-1 victory for Fiorentina here. But to me, they weren't the better team in this game. What did you think about this game, Giuliano?
I thought Fiorentina again started really well.
They did.
Brought the game to Napoli, but Napoli at the end of the day, something they haven't been able to do is snatch a game, snatch 3 points when everything's kind of going against them. They were fantastic. They are playing like champions. For me, the best team in Italy right now.
Yeah, it is. And I know in the last podcast we talked about, is Napoli the real deal? And my answer to you was, I got to see them play. I got to see them claim 3 points against one more big team. And I don't know if I'd classify Fiorentina as a big team yet. Definitely a top 7 for sure, but not a big dog yet. And at the same time, they lost in the midweek to Spartak Moscow. So Napoli is giving me mixed messages. That's basically what they're saying.
They are. But it's kind of like we said, it's kind of like Inter. Inter, not the greatest last year in Europe.
No. But then
But they go on to run and take the league pretty comfortably.
Are we going to see this again? So what does that mean? Does that mean you have to give up Europe if you want to win the Scudetto? It also kind of gives Serie A a bad rap on the international stage.
It really does. It really does.
Let's face it. There's a lot of people that out there that do not think very highly of the Serie A. So you have Napoli top of Serie A right now, losing to Spartak Moscow. For an outsider, that's like, wow, that's a pretty crap league. And obviously Inter tying Shakhtar 2-0, defending champions. So it's
strange.
It's so strange. It's so strange. So as a Serie A fan, you have to explain to people that don't watch Italian football that they're actually really good. But you have to watch a Serie A game to see how good this Napoli team is. And people think automatically, it's because you're Italian and that's what you grew up watching. You're just biased. No, it's not. It's not the case. I think Napoli on any given day can compete with anybody on the European stage at this point. But obviously, they're not backing it up. They're not backing up my argument for them. So for me, one of the qualities we talk about all the time is the quality of a champion is you even win the games that you play bad. And for me, Napoli was not the better team in this game, and they somehow come out with a 2-1 victory.
Yeah, they were just very efficient at finishing.
They were.
I always say.
They were. Also, too, I got a feel for Bartolomei Dragovski. Makes a great save on the penalty, makes a big save on the rebound, and then the third one goes in. I think as a goalkeeper myself, it's unfair that he would have to make 3 saves to keep the ball out. But that's football. That's the rules, and he did what he could. And but credit to Napoli for taking advantage of that. And
it came all down to set pieces. Really did. One of the biggest weaknesses I think still maybe for Napoli is players can turn off. They were caught ball watching for the Fiorentina goal. Zielinski was completely. His marker pushed them in the back. He just stood still. He didn't even follow his run. And Quarta was there for a beautiful scissor kick goal.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
It was.
And then Napoli, there's a cool tweet about it. We retweeted it on our Twitter
Radio
page.
Tifosi.
Where Borussia Dortmund did the set piece and Napoli copied it exactly. The original kicker runs wide, fakes the run. Obviously, he comes back and then he swings in with his left foot. Zielinski did exactly that. Found Rahmani, and that's how they got the goal.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful set piece, and it's those fine details that Luciano Spalletti's been included into his game, which we talked about last year, how he's been able to stay so relevant while other coaches maybe have
ahead of his time.
Due date. Yeah. He's got this team playing well because of the fine details that he's been covering, I feel like, in his training sessions. And they won because of these fine details once again. I don't think they play great all the time, but they're finding out ways in which to win a game. That's the biggest difference I noticed from Napoli under Gattuso or under any former Napoli coach, even Ancelotti. It's the fine details that Spalletti's been able to pick out of certain teams, out of the opposition, find the weaknesses, and he's been phenomenal at it. And the only team that's perfect now.
He's been phenomenal at it. Let's see what happens, like I said, against another big team, against AC Milan, Inter Milan, against a team like that, or even like how they play against Roma. Also, we know that every club in every season happens. There will be a period where they will dip a bit.
Yes.
And let's see how they bounce back. Because when Napoli under Gattuso, Napoli under Sarri, Napoli under Ancelotti, whenever they got into that dip, it was always took them a while to get out.
Yes.
And
very true.
So let's see how Luciano Spalletti guides these guys out of that dip when it comes, because it's inevitable. It's going to come. No club is going to have a perfect season. Not in today's game.
Yeah. No, it's very true. Very true.
We'll see what happens. What do we think about Amir Rahmani? Is this guy underrated?
He scores a lot of goals for center back. Is this guy
underrated?
He scores a lot of goals for center back. He's been impressive. Yeah. But at the same time, I have seen him make a few mistakes. More so last year. Obviously, this year they've been pretty perfect.
I think last year was more of a learning curve for him.
Yeah. And he was behind Manolas and Koulibaly, but now he's one of the main guys in the team. So I think it goes to show maybe Manolas is kind of on the way out a little bit. Koulibaly obviously still the superstar he is, but Rahmani, I mean, he's been fantastic stepping in.
Fantastic. So let's see I'm still in the wait and see for Napoli.
Still in the wait and see. I don't think they'll win the Scudetto. I think I had them finishing outside the top 4 to begin with.
So did I think.
It's still a possibility. Yeah. I mean, that's going to be the biggest question, like you said. When they face adversity, are they going to be able to keep it up? They've shown to struggle in Europa League. Is that because of
that they're just focusing on Serie A?
Serie A.
We know what Conte with Inter, that was the reason.
I think it's styles. I think Napoli will struggle against a certain style, I think. And Leicester showed, if you run at them direct, you will give them lots of trouble. And I don't think we're yet to see a team in Italy play that way against them. So I agree. Once you see Inter, who's a very direct team, Juve, who's probably the most direct team out of the top big teams, even Roma is a really direct team, then we'll see.
Yeah.
But for right now, Napoli, I'd say them and Milan are tied for setting the standard of the best football in Italy right now.